What's good with you YouTube fam? You guys are watching TheCaliEffect, and today we're going to be watching Terrence Shepard pilot Buster Blader against AD Man's Nekroz. Now this will be a battle of the century inside of the Scrublympics, mainly because we get to see one old deck, a deck that used to be the almighty powerful Nekroz, tier 1 for almost 2 years against a lowly Buster Blader pleb deck that can't even necessarily get in the top 64 in a 30-man event. So this will definitely be one of those to watch. Will it be an easy scrape for Nekroz, or does Buster Blader have some tricks up its sleeve to bring the game into its favor? As you guys can see, the Nekroz are doing exactly what they usually do, activating Nekroz Kaleidoscope to send Herald of Arclight to special summon Nekroz of Unicorn to his side of the field. Also, Herald of Arclight was able to add Nekroz of Trishula, which is an extremely dangerous card against any deck, and it doesn't matter what meta you're in. Being able to banish one monster from field, or one card from field, one card from graveyard, and one card from hand, all at the whim of a ritual summon is just too strong. Now he's going to be activating the effect of Nekroz of Brionic, then the effect of Nekroz of Colossus, which is going to get Nekroz Mirror, which means that Trishula is ready to be summoned. He's going to activate the Mirror, banishing the Brio and the Colossus to special summon the Trishula, banishing 3 cards from Terrence Shepard's hand. Now I know it says I am Cav, which is Cav the New York guy, but we already know it's Terrence because he isn't sucking that bad. So we can definitely verify that it is Terrence on Cav's account. 3 cards are being banished from Terrence's hand, and it happens to be a Forbidden Chalice, and the trap card is activated. Now normally when Trishula is summoned, you have to activate in response to the effect of Trishula. It doesn't target. On the end phase, Trishula selects the cards, but since we're on Dueling Book, I guess it allows a little bit of open room for interpretation that he's obviously going to use this card to fusion summon a monster to his side of the field. And if you wanted to activate, you would have had to, oh, all right, yeah. All right, so he's even telling you that. And that's for future references. Like I said again, this isn't a tournament where we're trying to be assholes or dicks. He just wants to inform him on said thing. Oh, never mind, he's gonna put him back. All right, that's even better. That's even better. That is definitely some type of sportsmanship between both of the players. Him not being able to activate the effect because he chose to, but he's just going to activate Sacred Sword of 7 stars, banishing another Buster Blader monster, setting a card, and then summoning Sage of Eyes of Blue. Now, there is a restriction to the amount of different cards you can play inside of your deck as far as engines. So, for example, you are allowed to play 1 engine in the deck, and the engine cannot exceed more than 5 cards. Fortunately for Terrence, the Sage with the Eyes of Blue isn't necessarily an engine. It's just Sage with the Eyes of Blue. He's not running Whitestone, a legend. He's not running Blue Eyes White Dragon. He is just purely running 1 card in there. He's going to set a phase down to get destroyed by Tornado Dragon, and that is going to be it. I'm pretty sure he has this game on lock. We're going to be going to game 2. On the game 2, fellas, I'm not 100% sure what Buster Blader will side. It's been pretty much a scrape, and it's actually exactly what he expected from the Nekroz deck, being able to consistently just trish the opponent and, you know, use so many resources to completely obliterate. Now, as you guys didn't know, I'm actually watching this game for the very first time. I just hit record and walk off. I don't want to see all this bullshit. I actually want to see it. He's going to activate Cards of Connaissance and then Emblem of the Dragon Destroyer, searching 1 copy of Buster Blader from his deck to his hand, coupled with 2 back row and a passage of his turn. Now, oh, that's nasty. AD is going to get hit with the Forbidden Chalice to the Manju. That's nasty. That was actually a really good play because it prevented the Nekroz monsters from searching their important cards. Back in the format when Nekroz were running rampant, people would Effect Veiler the Manju or Effect Veiler the monster that would search the Nekroz spell or trap card, because it more often than not, or hopefully, it meant that they needed that. Nekroz is a very searchable deck, but you have to start playing those search cards in order to get to it. Terrence down to 3,200 life points, and then the Tornado Dragon is summoned. Is this our first scrape in the Scrublympics? This cannot happen so soon. We're only 4 minutes into the video, and I am, oh wait, what's happening? What's happening? Not 100% sure what that is, but I know it's a Destruction Sword card and it allows him to fusion summon. So we're definitely going to see something happen now. Which fusion monster will he summon? or I'm sorry, it's summoning Buster Blader, my apologies. 2600 beater, and as Yugi would say, Buster Blader. Fortunately for AD, that Raigeki gets met with a Trick Clown effect, which further shields him from losing additional damage, so that's a good thing going on right now. But that Buster Blader is looking pretty hefty at 2600 attack. Unfortunately for Terrence, there are no dragon monsters in the graveyard, but he's going to go ahead and activate a Destruction Swordsman fusion from his deck to his hand. AD is going to respond with 1 monster in defense and 2 face down cards. Yet another Sacred Sword of 7 stars is activated to get Terrence an additional draw, and then Sage with the Eyes of Blue is summoned. So this will be an extremely interesting matchup, seeing that Buster Blader has turned the tides on AD and his Nekroz. Now the Fusion Sword is going to be activating, and I am not 100% sure with that play. I was thinking that he was going to synchro summon into the Buster Dragon, use the Buster Dragon's effect to summon Buster Blader, and then being able to fusion summon. But who knows? I haven't played Buster Blader long enough to understand the concept. Maybe he couldn't do it, and that was just wishful thinking from my side. Maybe it required a Destruction Sword too, who knows? He's going to continue attack with the Buster Blader, and for the people that don't know, it inflicts piercing damage. The only thing that I have to say is kind of questionable by AD is that the Buster Blader fusion monster can't attack directly. So if you don't set a monster, the Buster Blader monster can't inflict damage. But maybe he's not reading the card all the way. Oh wait, never mind. It's actually right before the piercing effect. It's like the second line attack. So this could ultimately cause AD the game, and Nekroz could be taking the game 3 provided that he doesn't draw any good responses to this Buster Blader Destruction of Swordsman. This is freaking awesome. I never knew that Buster Bladers would even compete, possibly win, and we're in game 3, fellas. Wow. Never thought that Buster Blader would actually win a game. This was expected to be a scrape. If there was some type of Vegas books on this, Nekroz would hold all of the cards, and that is crazy. AD is going to start off with Herald of Arclight and a card face down to pass his turn. And when response, Terrence is going to banish Buster Blader to draw 2 cards, and now he's going to send some additional back row. This is starting to look like game 2. So in his favor, hopefully he might want to repeat a game 2. Raigeki is going to be activated, but little does he know it's going to tribute Herald of Arclight's effect, adding Nekroz of Bryonic. And then the Twin Twisters on the end phase, just when Terrence thought he could have everything he needed. It was all taken away. If that was not a Twin Twisters, he probably was into some deep shit, because those 2 trap cards will allow him to summon a Buster Blader and fusion summon. So that could have been all bad for AD. He's going to go ahead and activate Kaleidoscope and send Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon to summon the Unicorn and the Valkyrius, the Souls. Can I borrow a little bit of that? Can I borrow a feeling? Looking ass. Then he's going to tribute both of his monsters to draw 2 additional cards and normal summon the Manju of 2000 hands to add another Nekroz of Valkyrius. This is not looking good for IamCav until the 1-for-1 is activated. Let's see exactly what AD has in response to the 1-for-1, probably special summoning the Buster Welt Destruction Swordsman, and then adding a Buster Sword spell card from his deck to his hand. No, he's going to use a tribute effect to special summon Buster Blader, and it's met with a Solemn Strike. That 1 copy of Solemn Strike is too strong. Wow. This cannot be true. His only play thwarted, and the double Manju will get game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's get into the ending credits. What's good with you, fam? You guys can always catch me on social media, Face Chat or MyGram. It's always going to be TheCaliEffect. Most importantly, if you want to buy the cheapest cards from your favorite Yu-Gi-Tuber, you can go to eBay or in Google Documents that is down below in the description. Make sure you subscribe to my alternate channel, King of Leon, for other things CaliEffect related. But most importantly, treat yourself to another one of these videos down below. Thanks for watching.